In a row, Gary. Thrown off his back foot.
Second down and 10. Pierce looking. He's going to be short of Boyle in the left flat, trying to cut across at about the 20-yard line. Boyle took a hit by two TJ defenders, good 15 yards back in his backfield with 1:04 to go. Mustangs now facing a 3rd down and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This drive has mostly come through the air.
As the Mustangs are trying to even things up. Now we have a whistle. What's the call here?
Looks like a timeout.
We're going to have a timeout called on defense by Thomas Jefferson. So with 1:04 to go, Mustangs trying to get on the board here late in the second quarter, trailing 13-7 after Thomas Jefferson had a sustained drive that ended in a 27-yard pass by Zandier to Muehlbauer down to the 1-yard line. Zandier took it in from 1 yard out. Kick was blocked, so the TJ Jaguars took a 13-7 lead. And the Mustangs are trying to answer here late. Mustangs coming out of the timeout.
This is the kind of drive that
3rd down and 10.
This is the kind of drive in years past, Gary, that you wouldn't have seen from TJ give up.
Mustangs probably in 4-down territory. Pierce will take it up the middle, and he'll only gain about 3, maybe 2. It'll bring up 4th down and about 8 for the Mustangs, but inside a minute they can really milk it down to a one-play situation, possibly, with 45 seconds to go here now. You don't want to give Thomas Jefferson any opportunity. Pierce looking, now down the middle off the hands of
Is there no flag on that?
Boyle across the middle. Again, it looked like there was contact, but Boyle could not bring it in.
Coverage by Muehlbauer.
Muehlbauer right there on his back, and Thomas Jefferson will take over with 36 seconds to go here in the second, and I don't think there'll be any slowdown in Thomas Jefferson. They'll try to push it down there with 23 seconds to go with players like Zandier and Muehlbauer.
They have no timeouts remaining. Laurel Highlands has 1.
Might see them just try to go deep. Why not?
They've had plays of 20, 21, 37, 27. They've had a number of plays over 20 yards.
Mitro on the quick screen right, trying to get him in the open field, and he does as he tries to sprint out past the 40. No timeouts left for Thomas Jefferson, out to about the 37-yard line.
1st down.
They move the clock, stop the clock while the chains move. That'll start it with 34 seconds to go. Now he'll spike it, and that'll stop the clock with 32 seconds to go. They're going to reset the shot clock, as we call it in basketball. Play clock here in football.
I would expect to see TJ go down the field.
No.
A couple pass plays.
I would say so too. Almost at midfield at about the 43-yard line. You would think the Mustangs would send a couple safeties deep. If they get a long play and tackle, there's probably going to be not much time left. Mitro in the shotgun. He's going to go straight back, look over to the middle, and just overthrows everybody. Looking down the seam there for, intended for Lucas Boyle. I'm sorry, that's Laurel Highlands is Lucas Boyle. That was number 26, Nick Freewald.
He had some time back there, and Freewald was actually open. I think he threw it a little bit too hard for that route.
Yeah, he was anxious to get that one up in the air. With 28 seconds now, crossed wide open out there in the flat, and he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock in Mustang territory. Down to the 46-yard line. It's a 1st down for Thomas Jefferson at the 46-yard line. They may try to get at least into field goal territory. We've seen their kicker, Tommy Campbell, in practice. Pretty accurate from decent range.
For high school.
Two receivers out here. Left high snap, and Mitro gets it down. He's going to loft it deep and wide open. Can't get it overthrown.
Timmy
Intended
Pierce
for Muehlbauer, but Pierce took a bad angle at that one.
He was the closest one to the ball. Mitro just heaved it.
Got to keep that man in front of you. If you're that deep safety, cannot allow him to get behind you. With 17 seconds now, it's still only second down. That stops the clock. And Thomas Jefferson will take their opportunities to try to get it deep. Now the play clock's down to 11 seconds. Mitro barks out the signals. Two receivers right, one left. Another high snap, and he's looking over the middle and in and out of the hands. Number 26. Freewald, incomplete, in and out of his hands. That play only took 5 seconds, so it's third down with 12 seconds to go now here in the second.
Diving for that ball was Jacob Dukeman, defensive back.
Third down now. Two receivers out to the right, one to the left. Single coverage out here to the left. Little dangerous for the Mustangs. Another high snap over the middle, and that's going to be wide left and out of bounds. Mitro unable to hit his receiver.
Muehlbauer was open.
Another 4 seconds off the clock. Fourth down now with just 8 seconds. Surely Thomas Jefferson will try to send this one deep.
Again, I think that's a timing thing. Guys get to work together over a year or two, and certainly over August camp, but Mitro, I don't think, got that chance to do that. It's amazing how that timing, you can't think about it. It just has to happen.
One last play to end this quarter.
Slot receivers uncovered.
This is Zandier now. He's going to loft it deep. Down the middle. Picked off by Pierce. He's going to try to bring it back. Got some room down the left side, tries to cut it back, finds some blockers. Needs one more block at the 50.
Cutback.
Time has run out, and he's going to be out of bounds with a late hit. Pierce intercepts it, takes it back inside Thomas Jefferson territory as time runs out here in the first half. We'll go to halftime. Thomas Jefferson with a 13-7 lead. Good ball game here at the Mustang Field. We'll be back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Stick around now for the Thomas Jefferson marching band and the Laurel Highlands High School marching bands.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Back at halftime with the halftime stats, compliments of our crack statistician Andy Dykert. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Jimmy Pierce was 12 for 20 for 98 yards. No, he ran 12 times for 20 yards. I'm sorry, he was 4 for 14 for 98 yards in the air. Christian Jones, 4 carries, 13 yards. Lucas Boyle, 7 carries for 25 yards. Hunter Sloboda, 1 carry for 11 yards. And Brandon Iser, 1 carry for -4 yards. Total running for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, 65 yards on the ground, 98 yards in the air for 163 yards total. For the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, Julian Mitros was 2 carries for -15 yards on 2 sacks. In the air, he was 4 for 12 for 74 yards. Total passing was 100. Also, Zandier had 1 pass for 27 yards and an interception. Total passing yards was 101 yards in the air. Run on the ground. Pahanish, 2 carries for 34 yards. Ryan Scanlon, 6 carries for 62 yards. Zandier, 6 carries for 32 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quentin Hill, 1 carry for 6 yards. Total running yards, 119 yards. So the Jaguars had 220 total yards in the first half to the Mustangs 163 yards. We'll be back with these messages and the second half of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs versus the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network, just about ready for the second half kickoff by the Mustangs. Kicker Cameron Leitza will trot out onto the field as the Mustangs will be kicking left to right. We'll be joined here by WMBS here in a few seconds, a simulcast. Kicking off will be number 13, Cameron Leitza, deep for Thomas Jefferson. You got to believe Zandier's back there somewhere. Here's a run up and the kick, and it's a spiral. Comes down at about the 15-yard line. Drop there, picked up by Thomas Jefferson, but a host of Mustangs, Swoboda, as well as number 84, Nick Campbell, on the tackle, special team tackle for the Mustangs, seals Thomas Jefferson back at about the 23-yard line. Important start of the second half here for the Mustangs to hopefully get this Thomas Jefferson offense off the field early. While we have a chance, we're going to remind our radio listeners that the South Union Township Sports Network will televise this game Sunday at 6 and Tuesday at 7 p.m. as the Thomas Jefferson comes out in the shotgun from the get-go, this power formation, and right up the middle is Zandier, and he's going to just push tacklers and drag people for about 6 yards, all the way out close to the 30-yard line, maybe 7 yards.
That's how they ended the second half, Gary, the last series of plays.
They're going to force the Mustangs to prove that they can stop that power run.
That Wildcat is what they ran 6, 7, 8 plays in a row and gained substantial yardage each play.
They set him up about 7 yards deep, have 2 side cards to each side of him, and they can block it with 2 tight ends, just 1 wide receiver who's now in motion. 2 tight ends, it's straight back, and it's a bad snap, and it's on the ground. But it looked like Zandier was able to pull it in with his left hand.
Covered by Nick Campbell. He smothered him. It was down anyway, but
loss of about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
The first half brought a number of mistakes that we're not accustomed to Thomas Jefferson making. Little things, offsides, illegal procedures, holdings.
Ball handling a little shaky also. So with just underway here in the second half, 10:40 to go, big play for the Mustang defense. 3rd down and 8 at the TJ 25-yard line. Straight back, and Zandier throws a quick slant, and it hits the turf right in front of Muehlbauer. Intended for him right there at the sticks, but it skips in there low, and
that's a big 3rd down.
Bring up 4th down.
Big 3rd down deep in their territory. Back is Boyle to receive.
Campbell on to do the punting for Thomas Jefferson. 11 men up on the line for the Mustangs.
How about 10?
You're right. Got Boyle deep. It's a wobbler, and that's going to be kicked sideways and out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. They're going to mark it right at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Mustangs, taking over on their first possession here in the second half, trailing 13-7.
Coach just had to have a pretty positive discussion in the locker room at halftime, wouldn't you think?
I would think so, and they have to maintain this ball control that they've had and make sure that they protect that ball, not give Thomas Jefferson anything easy. So right up to the line again. Pierce still